What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Pro Polishers Academy, where we help paint correctors like you turn your systems into consistency by moving you through the learning curves faster, utilizing formulas that work without fail. I'm Smitty, and I'll be your lead instructor. Let's get into it. So today I want to start a new series called How to Survive as a Detailer, and this is going to be geared towards making sure you stay in the game and not give in, especially around times like this where you might be experiencing harsh weather. It's too cold, it's too wet, too much snow, and you can't get the job done, and it makes you want to throw in the towel. Or you might just be struggling in the business in general, and you're trying to figure out, how do I stay in this game? Look, this series is going to make sure that you stay in the fight, and we're going to get going. I'm going to be giving you some of my own personal experiences on how I was able to hang in there all these years, because it has been a rocky road, and it's going to be a rocky road in the world of detailing, especially if you're not in a big city. You got to figure it out. So let's talk about how to survive as a detailer with harsh weather during the winter months, or even in the summertime. It might be too hot for you to work. Look, you got to know how to maneuver and keep the business open. At least keep the phones working if you're not able to get out there and actually put your hands on the car for whatever the reason. So after doing business here in North Carolina for a few years, I realized that it was always going to be slow for me from the end of November around Thanksgiving all the way into the next year of March. So I always had to figure out a way to keep the ball rolling during those off-season months. And this is back when I didn't have any paid marketing going. So if you're working on word of mouth, your word of mouth is going to diminish during that winter season, depending on where you are. So in 2019, I had a lot of customers coming in asking about spot defect removal, maybe some fingernail scratches around a door handle, or somebody might have, leaned up against the vehicle and the buttons from the jeans scratched up the paint. And I knew that the defects could come out, but I didn't know exactly how to get them out, and I wasn't about to guinea pig on anybody's vehicle. So I told myself, when November comes, I'm going to take that time to learn how to wet sand, how to do some spot sanding, and that's what I did. So as soon as it slowed down, I grabbed a couple of vehicles, black vehicles, and I started to practice my wet sanding with the 3000 grit, 5000, and I worked my way up to the point where I was ready to start offering the service to the customers in the next year. And man, once that 2020 year came back around and March, April time frame hit, I was off to the races. And that's when I started to really get a name for myself for doing more than just polishing paint or detailing cars. People started to know me for being the paint correction guy, like the actual guy who you can go to and get a scratch out or a defect out. And that's what took me to another level. The problem with the majority of us is we will sit down in the wintertime and, pout about it or quit, and then come back when the springtime is back popping, and what you should be doing, if you have to go get a job in the wintertime, if you have to do something else, you can still be working on your craft. If you have a car, if somebody around you has a car, you can be working on something to better your skill set so you can make more impact on your customers, in that following year, and then make more money for yourself at the same time. So I always take that slow season and I use it to better myself, better my skill set, so I don't have to ask too many questions, so I can raise my prices up and add more services to the menu. So you don't want to take that time to sit around and do nothing. Be practicing on something. Like I said, even if you have to just keep the phones on, just answer the phone and, hey, I can't do the work right this second because of whatever the case, but let me give you a call back. And you can be getting better at whatever in your business. Work on your website, work on your delivery when you're speaking with your customers. Create a script for yourself. I had a lot of scripts for myself. We'll get into that in another video, but I had a lot of scripts for myself that I created so I could get better when I was dealing with my clients. So you got to be doing more than just working on a car. And that's the problem with the majority of us. We want the cars coming in. If you're working off of word of mouth only and you don't have any paid advertisements and you're used to that word of mouth, once it slows down, what are you going to do to get more vehicles in or get more word of mouth rolling? You got to do something to make the people start talking if you're not ready for the paid advertisement route yet. So don't just get stuck, waiting on those cars to be, spoon fed to you. However they're coming in this current moment is only going to last for a particular amount of time if you don't have paid ads running. So word of mouth is going to run out. And the winter time is coming, the extreme heat is coming. You got to be ready for the shift. So be getting yourself prepared for whatever's next so that you can always have your work coming in to your garage, or you can always have that work to go out and get if you're mobile. If you want to get a lot more value out of the Academy outside of YouTube, hit the link below and join us in the online academy. We have our Discord server where we're always communicating 24/7. A lot of guys are all over the country. Some people are in some beautiful weather down in Texas and Arizona, while most of us are in some cold, dreary weather, whether it's snow, rain, you name it. And we're all able to help each other out and figure out how to get through times like this, whether it be you're just starting a business or your business has a solid foundation, but you have to fight with something like weather. The community in the academy is going to help you get over those hills so that you don't throw in the towel, because the win is right around the corner. You can win this thing. There are too many cars on the road and the people need your service. So you just got to figure out how to become the best at doing the work itself and getting in front of the clients so that they can know you're the guy or the girl for the job. So hit that link below. It's only $99 a month, and you also get access to my full-blown course. It's my life's work with every pad, product, and tool that we use here at Modern Pro Polish. And these are the products you can use to grow and scale your business at the same time, and we'll help you do it and we'll walk you through it. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have our group calls. On Mondays, we have our tech session calls where we go over paint correction and ceramic coating related topics. And then on Wednesday, we have our inner game call where we work on the mindset and the internal structure of your business. And then on Friday, we have our outer growth call where we take those key components from the call on Wednesday and apply them to the business so that you can grow it and scale it at a faster pace. Hey, that's it for today, guys. We'll see you next time. The paint is waiting on you. Peace.